Hello Kipsters, this is Miss Sanders again. Welcome to 2nd grade Fluency Video 6. Today we will be reading a passage for 1 minute to track how many words we read and accurate reading rate percentage. There are 5 easy steps you must do when reading fluency. Step 1. Set a timer. Use any device to set a timer for 1 minute. Step 2. Read a passage. You're going to read a passage provided for you in the weekly overview. I'm going to go to today's date, Tuesday, April 14th. Click on Tuesday Fluency Passage and click on the passage provided. Today's story is called The Rainbow. Step 3. Count how many words read in 1 minute. In your passage, it tells you how many words at the end of each line are read. If you read this entire part of your passage in 1 minute, that means you would have read 72 words in 1 minute. Step 4, receive feedback. An adult will give you feedback on how well you did. Step 5, reread the passage. After giving feedback, you're going to reread the passage, making your corrections, and pushing yourself to read more words in 1 minute than you read the first time. Remember, pace yourself, read smoothly, read with expression, and pay attention to punctuation. I have Naya here again. She's going to read this passage, The Rainbow. Remember, Naya, do your best reading. Pace yourself, read smoothly, read with expression, and pay attention to punctuation. Are you ready?
Yes.
Go.
I see it. Everyone was shouting. Carlos shouted his eyes with his hand. He looked up in the sky. He could not find the rainbow that everyone else could see. Carlos knew about rainbows. He'd learned about them at school. He knew that they paired when the sky cleared after a rain. He knew that when the sun's light hit waterfall.
All right, stop. So you stopped right here where it says drops. It says at the end of this right here, this line, that would have been 67 words. So we're going to count back. 67, 66, 65. So that means you read 65 words in 1 minute. Naya, you had a few errors. Naya, what is this word here?
Shout.
That word is shaded. What's that word?
Shaded.
Shaded. Carlos shaded his eyes with his hand. Carlos shouted his eyes with his hands. Does that make sense?
No.
So that word is what?
Shaded.
Shaded. Carlos shaded his eyes with his hands. When we read a second time, make sure you say shaded. Got it?
Got it.
This word here, you said it correctly, but you forgot to add the ed at the end. This word is learned. What is this word?
Learned.
Learned. Good. Naya, what's this word here?
Paired.
That's appeared. Now, if you take the AP off, it do say paired, right? But this is appeared. Appeared. That's when something comes before you, or something is in front of you, or you see it, something is in front of you, or something you all of a sudden see something, or something comes across your eyesight, okay? He knew that he appeared when the sky cleared after the rain. He knew that they appeared. Naya, also make sure you're reading with excitement. I see it. Try that.
I see it. I see it.
Good job. We're going to read it one more time. Before we read, we're going to calculate your reading rate. So, you read 65 words in 1 minute. You made 3 errors. So, that means you got 62 words correct in 1 minute. So, remember, at the bottom of your passage, it tells you in the fine print how to calculate your accurate reading rate percentage. I'm going to take the words correct per minute divided by the words per minute times 100. I'm going to go to my calculator. The words that Naya got correct in 1 minute was 65. The words she read in 1 minute was 65. But we're going to clear this out and we're going to subtract. We're going to divide the words she got correct by how many words were read in 1 minute. So she got 62 words correct divided by 65 words read per minute, which equals 0.95 times 100 equals 95%. So she read at a 95% reading rate. So the second time we read, I want you to think about the feedback I gave you, and I want you to try to read more words in 1 minute. Capiche?
Capiche.
Good luck, friends.